Hey, Chris Gibson here. Welcome to my channel. What I want to talk about today is the attitude that we can adopt to deter narcissists from wanting to have a relationship with us in the first place. Okay, so a lot of the videos you see on the internet are 20 signs that you're with a covert narcissist, 20 signs you're with an overt narcissist. Okay, and some of the videos are absolutely fantastic because they give you all the signs, and if you go through the checklist and I've certainly done it myself, I've found out of 20 different signs. My current partner probably displays about 15 of the signs out of the list of 20, and it's made it quite obvious to me that I'm with a covert or overt narcissist. I've actually had the pleasure of being with both in my time, also with a couple of borderlines, which I must add, this is very, even though they're both cluster B personality disorders, it was quite a different experience, actually much more emotional, because I actually felt quite upset, actually, breaking up from them, not being with them, whereas the narcissist, I was just really happy to get away. So yeah, how can we act differently as people to deter a narcissist from wanting to be with us in the first place? Because if we can adopt that, and especially if by doing that we don't attract the sort of people we do want to have a relationship with away, then it's going to put us in a better position. Certainly since I've had more experience with this, I've dated people and been with them for a few weeks, and due to how I've behaved, they've disappeared very quickly, because I think they realised that I can see through someone with narcissistic tendencies. So the first thing that I'd say is really important is be really clear what you want from a relationship in the first place. When I say that, there's a lot of people that I've come across who sort of said, oh yeah, I didn't really like so-and-so in the first place. I just, I dated them a couple of times, I didn't really like them, but as things developed a bit, I sort of, things grew, and all of a sudden, before I knew what was sort of madly in love. And that's almost leaving yourself very open to get manipulated by a narcissist, especially when you bring things like love bombing in and stuff along those lines. Okay, so be very clear about what you want in a relationship in the first place, and then even if you do stumble, because sometimes we're not looking for a relationship and we end up bumping into someone in a pub or a restaurant or someone at work, and we end up in a relationship. So it happens quite quickly, but it doesn't mean to say that we can't be very clear what we want from someone. So if we're very clear about our values and our beliefs personally, then we can be quite sure about what we want from someone else. So we can be very, very sort of clear about who we want to be with. That's the first thing. So we don't have wishy-washy views about a partner. So let's look at first of all, let's look at what a narcissist is actually looking for from a relationship. Okay, well, there could be a few things. Okay, money, sex, attention, probably all three. The main thing that a narcissist is looking for from a relationship is attention, and we call that in the trade as flow. So they're looking for continual flow, and whilst they're getting that from one person and they're getting a large amount of it, they tend to stick with that person. When it starts to go down, and normally the reason it starts going down is because the person they're getting it from is completely exhausted and just doesn't have the energy to give them any more, basically, because they completely get tire someone out mentally, physically and emotionally, and you just don't have it in you to give that level of attention to them in the first place, you know.